and welcome to Tany Talks Live. So we are here for the season 3 finale, and I am so super duper excited because I have my good girl with me, Disney Amaka here, to talk about. We're talking about social media on the season finale. So I always post a poll, and you guys pick the topic, and the topic for today is social media. So let's talk about social media. First, let me introduce my homegirl. Say hey to everyone.
Hi, everybody. My name is Disney Amika, and I'm so excited to be here at Tany Talks. Come on, girl.
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
So let's talk about actually what social media is. We're gonna dig right into it and find the actual definition of social media.
Right.
So, what social media means is websites and applications that enable users to create and share content to participate in social networking. So it's networking, but socially, right? And it's for the purpose of creating content. Now, that's really, really juicy in my opinion because I feel like, there has been the evolution of social media that has been going around for so long. Like, I am, a little bit older than you. Not that much, but back in my day, we used to have MySpace. That was the thing. Did you
Oh
ever
my
have
God,
MySpace?
I did with my little banner or whatever. I did.
Oh
I had
my
MySpace AIM.
So I never had an AIM, which was so weird.
Really?
Everyone looks at me so crazy.
Oh my
I
God.
grew up very poor. I didn't have internet in my house. So, I wasn't fortunate enough to have it. Or if I did have internet, I had it for like 2 weeks, and then, we couldn't pay the bills.
Gotcha.
So, the struggle growing up. But everybody did have AIM, but I didn't have, like, access to internet for, like,
Gotcha.
I was super poor. You know what I mean?
I
So,
cannot.
I never had an AOL, so I've always skipped right over that AOL phase.
Really?
And I went straight. And my first ever social media platform was Skonex. Do you remember Skonex?
Bro, wow. Yeah.
Skonex was like really super
Back
old.
then.
Skonex was like a social media platform for high schools. So the way that you would join would be through your school. So like your group was like your school, and then it was like other high schools like together. What was your first? Your first was AOL, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, it was AIM, I think.
Tell me a little bit about AIM, because I didn't have one, but I know everybody had like cool names, right? Like screen names.
We did. Honestly, it's pretty much like how you see Instagram does it now with the little thing, and it's like you can write something on the top when you go to your DM, and there's people like writing like statuses. It's,
yeah.
It was really like that.
Thing, right?
Yeah, so it was sort of like that. You could just write like a status, and then you had your friends and stuff. But it was pretty cool. It was a time to be alive.
It was a time to be alive.
And
And then right after Skonex, I started doing MySpace. And now that I think about MySpace, and I know everyone kind of thinks about this too, where like we were doing some high-techy ass stuff.
it was the beginning of something.
We were doing something that I can't even replicate that now. I'm so dumbed down from those times.
Putting music on our pages.
Girl, we used to be coding like a mug back then. Let me tell you something. I was creating my
Drop, yeah,
like,
the backdrop, don't play.
I would copy the codes, and then I would put them in, and then I'll copy the music, and then I'll put it in. And then, you remember we had our top 8?
Yes, bro.
Like, let me tell you something.
MySpace is back.
It was so. We gotta bring that back.
It was really the beginning of like almost the beginning of social media evolving in a way where we could do those cool things, and that was fire.
Yeah, if you was not in the top 8, or if you acted up that week, you were gone.
Out of here, get out of here.
We would change our top 8, and then it went to like top 5 or something like that after. Oh, so it was real juicy because everybody could look on your page and see who your top people are. Like, I don't think they would. I mean, maybe they should implement that to like the modern stuff. That'd bring so much shade.
That'd be interesting.
I'm like, girl, you was in my top 8, and now you're not this week.
We got beef.
We got beef. Like, you got a problem with me? I'm not in your top 8 this week. So I feel like that'd be like mad juicy. What else did we have back in the day? Oh, and then we have Facebook. I feel like Facebook was the era of new age.
Yes. Yeah.
In my opinion, right?
For sure. It definitely got a little more advanced. It was definitely a better way to connect. You could say anything. Almost anything. What's on your mind? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like my Facebook definitely connected more people as well. Like I shied away from having like any social media for a really long time. Like the last social media I had literally was like MySpace, and I didn't make like Instagram or Facebook till like Dude, I was mad late. When I tell you right now, it was like 2017 that I finally got back on the wave. Like, I was completely off from, like, MySpace, which was, like, high school days, which was, like, 2000, let me see, like, 2007. And I didn't tune back into 2017. So I took a 10-year, like, hiatus off of, like, social media. Yeah. Also because, like, you know, I was young, I was in love, like, and I had became a mom in between that time. So I never really felt the need to have social media because, like, I had my real life going on, right? Right. Like, I like to look at myself like, I'm not a social media person, I'm just a social person.
Facts.
You know,
I totally understand.
I would never, like, do one. So when I made a Facebook, and then even more recently when I made a freaking Instagram, everybody's like, oh my God, Tany's online, guys. She finally did it. She finally got with the wave. And then a boom of, like, different stuff started to come out. Because right after Facebook, then it was the infamous, famous, I don't know what you want to call it, Instagram. And
Absolutely.
Instagram changed the game.
It did.
If you guys remember, when Instagram first came out, it was just pictures. It was just pictures. And just liking the pics and liking the pics and liking the pics. And I wish I would have started my Instagram a long time ago. Because I feel like I would have had so many more followers back then. Because I'm struggling now. Now people are so bougie and nobody wants to follow you. So if you're watching, follow me, okay?
Follow Tany, okay, y'all?
I need some more followers out here in this world. Like, it don't make no sense. Y'all are so bougie and I can't even. But yeah, we had Instagram. And then Instagram was just pictures, and then they started letting you do captions, and now you could just do whatever.
Pretty much everything, Reels. Instagram definitely has evolved. Their algorithm has evolved.
We didn't even have DMs. Like, I feel like at that point, right? Like, it was like...
Damn, I can't remember if we had DMs. I feel like you would just have to comment under the picture back then. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I feel like it was, because I would look at my friends' stuff, and then the only way you would communicate is through commenting under their pictures, and then they became, like a separate, like, subsection for DMs. And same thing with, like, Facebook. Like, with Facebook, they have Facebook Messenger now. I don't have Facebook.
I still have Facebook because I use it for business purposes.
I say that loosely. I do have a Facebook, but I'm not on it per se. Yeah.
So, like, but your Instagram is attached to your Facebook. I'm assuming so. So even when you post on your Instagram, you unintentionally posting still on your Facebook, right? Right. So, but yeah, so now Facebook has a whole separate, like, messaging department. Like, it's literally two completely different apps now. Where you have Facebook, and then you have Facebook Messenger. Right. And not only that, but nowadays we have, like, these marketplaces that are on social media where you can, like, have shops online.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've absolutely seen that.
Yeah, so that's kind of, like, cool. I feel like that's, like...
Definitely good for business for people who are starting, like, small boutiques or whatever they're doing.
Yeah, with my small business, Lainey's Accessory Shop, I do heavily, like, people are really in tune with that with Facebook. And I also want to just talk about, like, how it's different depending on where you live. Like, in New York, right, you have to have, like, an Instagram and all that. But I realize people from down south, they still use Facebook heavily, like how we use Instagram. Yeah, because and then I remember... When I had Facebook, I didn't have Instagram at the time, and I was in New York, and I was partying, and I'm, like, live on Facebook or whatever. This is back in the day. And so guy was like, what are you on? And he goes, like, behind me, mad embarrassing. He goes, like, behind me. He's like, you on Facebook? Ugh, like, what the hell?
Oh, my God.
What, is that not cool anymore?
Right?
I'm like, what's going on? When I was down south, everybody was like, oh, what's your Facebook? I'm like, but, I couldn't keep up. Like, so, like, down south, in certain areas, like in the States, they're really heavy on Facebook. They don't even have Instagrams. Like in Texas, they're still heavy on like the Facebook. And culture, I would say internationally, more people are still using Facebook too, because I feel like people in other countries are still in tune with Facebook, and they're not on the Instagram wave just yet, which is crazy to me because Instagram is like ding dang old to us now.
Yeah, pretty much. TikTok's like the new whatever.
TikTok is the new IG.
Yeah, pretty much. You can find everything. Bro, I have one, but I don't use it. It's bad. But like my sister will send me stuff on TikTok, and I'm like, okay, it might be fun there. I just don't have one.
No, it's so bad because I don't even have a TikTok, guys. And
I don't have the app either.
How you gonna be a social media person without a TikTok?
I know.
My cousin is always coming down my neck. She's like, girl, you need to make a TikTok. You need to do this. Like, how are you not doing something, guys? Because I'm different. Like, I just.
Hello.
I want everybody to know me, but not really know. You know? Right. So, that's kind of how it is. But I just wanted to go into, like, what do you think the purpose, right, of having a social media platform is? Like, what do you feel like the purpose of it? Like, what is it? The purpose of creating content?
Honestly, I think that the purpose of social media is definitely networking and marketing yourself in a way that appeals to other people, and especially if you're like an artist, I feel like social media is definitely helpful to get your brand and get your name out there, and also your product, whether that be you singing or producing or writing or whatever it is. So I do feel like it's helpful in some cases. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, so for me personally, when I first made my Instagram, I made my entire Instagram with the purpose of doing Tany Talks, right? Like, my IG name is literally Tany_Talks, right? And then when I made it, I got scared because when I made my Instagram, it was like, I didn't feel pretty enough, you know, for the most part. Like, I got on, and it made me feel super, like, insecure and stuff like that, and I just felt like I didn't have enough followers, and I felt like weird, and I felt like, I don't know, I felt like kind of dumb and silly or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, I made it with the intentions of doing Tany Talks, but I was so scared to do it because I like felt cringy.
It
like,
can be intimidating.
Talking to my own phone, like that's so weird. That I still haven't gotten comfortable with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just creating your own content and not feeling silly, and you know, we let the voices in our heads and what society
Get
thinks
to us.
to make us be like, okay, is this content worthy?
Yeah.
Does the world love this?
Yeah.
You know
Are they going to
what I mean?
like it? Are they going to get it? Do I look dumb? There's a whole bunch of things
Like,
that.
are they going to be able to deal with me? Like, is this too much for them? Am I wilding out? Like,
Right.
You know, so on that note, what I want to go ahead and do is we're going to go on a small musical break, right? And we are going to play the song Handle.
All right.
It's very appropriate for the moment. So we're going to go ahead and get into that track. And when we come back, we're going to speak a little bit more about how social media affects society.
You found the new Party 1019, New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Saw me on the Ave, you was rolling through. Wanted me to stop just to talk to you. And no, I'm not interested. There's nothing you can say. Oh, saw the Audemars get you flicked your wrist, and you think you're flexing it, but that don't mean a thing. I'm used to finer things. Make it make sense to me. How you tryna lock it down and play? I got time today. You really got away. Just no talking, quit frontin'. Your words don't hold no way. Round here I'm a big stepper, can't check her. Baby, it ain't no thing. I don't know what you believe. No, you can't handle me. No, you can't handle me. Can't handle me. Take this one from me. No, you can't handle me. No, you can't handle me. I'm not searching, not in need. Let's just talk the truth. I'm not here to entertain you, that's not what I do. Rather write the checks than check for you. Pretty fly bitch, just read the room. I know I'm pressure, I got motion too. Make it make sense to me. How you tryna lock it down and play? I got time today. You really got away. Just no talking, quit frontin'. Your words don't hold no way. Round here I'm a big stepper, can't check her. Baby, it ain't no thing. I don't know what you believe. No, you can't handle me. No, you can't handle me. Can't handle me. Take this one from me. No, you can't handle me. No, you can't handle me. I'm not searching, not in need.
Throwing it back. The new Party 1019, New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Tany Talks Live Season 3 finale, and we are talking about social media. Before we get into that, I want to get into that song that we just played. It's one of my favorite songs that Disney and Micah has at this moment, right? Because she does have some new stuff coming out.
Yeah.
But it's called Handle. So we love that song. I feel like it's a really popular
Somebody
song.
said replay it. I love it.
Ooh, oh, if
Yeah.
y'all want to hear, that's the whole point of having Disney here. If you guys do want to hear her song, all you have to do is call us in. You know what I'm saying? Call us at 646-807-2992. This is being played live on iHeartRadio, Party 101.9, and the Matrix Studios. So all you gotta do is call it in, DM me, say, hey, we want to hear that song. Okay?
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Keep it running up. All right? You know what I'm saying? You gotta look out. But let's talk a little bit about social media, right? And how it affects society.
Right.
And I mean, like, as far as, like, friends, I'm talking family, I'm talking about the youth, I'm talking about work.
Yeah.
You know, so in your opinion, what is the purpose and how you think it affects us as individuals?
So as an artist, I think that the purpose is definitely to, get your sound heard, get your face seen, obviously try to promote, like if you have a new single or EP coming out and whatnot. But I don't necessarily think everyone uses social media for the right reasons. Like I do think sometimes they take it too seriously. I also think there's so many unrealistic beauty standards that come with social media. So, you just gotta live in your truth and understand that everything you see is not always what it is with social media.
I think that's really important, too, because when I first came into social media, it was like damn near the height of it, right? So, like, it didn't even progress for me. Like, I was just thrown into the wolves. And when I did it, I was just like, oh, my, I don't wear makeup all the time. Like, I don't have a BBL. Like, should I get my body done? Like, what is happening? I just felt very inadequate. And I felt like these people that are living unrealistic lives a lot of the time on social media. And I didn't realize it. And I'm going to tell you this. Until I seen one of my homegirls who's a regular girl, right? And she had a ish ton of social media followers. And I'm like, yo, but you're so regular. She's like, yeah, but people think I'm this person because I post da. But in reality, you know me, like, you know what I mean? And sometimes people just follow you for this unrealistic thing of who you are.
For sure.
And sometimes we do like to portray different people on social media.
You could be anybody on here.
Sometimes it like I tap into like Tany talks like when I'm on social media. But then in real everyday life, if you guys don't know, like I'm just Brittany. You know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of different. Like I kind of do play on this character, but some people play on this character to unrealistic terms where like you're really becoming an illusion.
You lose yourself. Yeah.
Delusion is part of like kind of coming up to. You gotta be a little crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And just a little bit, but not too much. Don't do too much, please.
But not too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you guys have any comments on social media, I would really appreciate it if you guys put it in the comment below. Like, what are your guys' take on social media? Like, is it unrealistic to you? Like, what is your purpose of putting out content? Right.
Right.
Because for me, the whole reason for me to have social media is to reach more of an audience. Just to get more out into the world. Because I feel like I've been given this God-given gift to talk and speak.
Absolutely.
And I feel like I need to share it with the world. And I felt like, having an Instagram was a great outlet to kind of get that done. But I feel like depending on what you put on your social media, it could really affect you. Meaning, like, people have lost their jobs posting things.
Crazy.
On social media.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of be mindful of that. Like, and then versus having a private and a
public
account.
Right.
Like I have a public account.
Right.
Because I want to be public, but it's like I also have to be very mindful of what I have on there. I'm a mom. I also have a kid, so I got to be mindful of having my kid on there because there's creeps online. I feel like, I don't want nobody looking at her or this creep's looking at me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Bye, Tany.
No, for real. Like,
no, for real. That's a fact.
About.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm talking about, especially when you're like a pretty girl. There's always like the weird dudes or
oh god, the DMs. Girls. Oh, the girls and the guys. Just DMs. Please.
We need to stop it, okay?
Absolutely. Read the room, y'all. Read the room.
Read the room. So that's always like the creep status stuff that kind of goes on like social media. And then I feel like it's weird for the youth too, because the youth have kind of grown into it, right? Because like
they came up on this stuff.
This has been a part of their lives, like in my kid's opinion, like her whole life, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have social media growing up as a kid.
Or tablets and all these gadgets.
Yeah. So now there's a thing where it's like cyberbullying is a big thing, and it's hard because when I speak to my little sister and like my daughters and the youth about this cyberbullying thing, it's like it's something I've never experienced, right? Me growing up, I saw my bullies, I beat my bullies up.
Right, we was out here fighting in these streets for real. No, yeah.
Now everybody's an online thug. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's talking stuff behind the camera.
Because you can be anybody.
You don't know who it is.
You could be anybody. They have these fake pages.
I was going to that with my sister. She's like, but I don't even know who it is. That's the thing. We don't know where it's coming from. So it's like now you have like you got a random
person saying whatever to you.
And you can't find them.
That's the part that breaks my heart the most.
Like, I want to hunt you down. And
Right.
Down,
you said what? Say it again in person.
Say that to me. Say it to my face.
Right.
But they want to hide behind
the screens,
phones,
yeah, social media.
And phone thugs and all of that. So I feel like there's creeps on there. I feel like it's becoming a thing where people are going missing now because of these social media sites and these dating sites and things like that. And I mean, like grown women and grown men even. You know what I'm saying? Anyone. It's like they're taking advantage of like the platform to use it for bad, right? Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's really hard to kind of keep a positive outlook on the whole social media thing because it just comes with a mix of negativity, right? Mm-hmm. And that's why I try to shy away from it as much as possible, where I give enough, but I try not to give too much because I want to keep
get too consumed. Privacy. Yeah, absolutely. I'm like that too. I have to use social media because I'm an artist and, I want my sound to be heard and I want my songs to be heard, but I'm not much of a social media person. If I wasn't an artist, I don't think people would see me as much, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. I don't.
Aww,
I really.
see you as much.
I know, because we're friends, but no. But like, I'm like a little personal, and so like, I love like the in-person stuff. I really have to force myself to post on social media, and I'm not that good at it, but I'm getting better.
Right.
Getting better. We're here live, so that's something.
We sure are. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a second to just read off some of the comments right here.
Cool.
So I am Alexis.
Desiree, hey girl.
Hey girl, thank you for commenting. So she wrote unrealistic and toxic, but also could be good outlet if it's used in the right way.
Facts.
And I think that's where the trauma comes in. I feel like it's harder for the kids to even establish what is the right and the wrong way.
Absolutely.
Them growing up.
It's so much for them. They see everything. There's no like what's the word? Like constraints on what they're able to see. They see everything. They're exposed to everything so young. And it's just a lot on social media.
Yeah, I feel like kids aren't really kids these days. They're growing up so quickly to try to be like grown-ups. And it's like, calm down, be a kid, get off the phone and go interact. And I feel like what it also, social media has also done in YouTube and things like that, I feel like has stopped people from being social.
Absolutely.
Like real in-person social, you know what
Absolutely.
I mean? Like these kids don't even know how to play in the park these days.
Oh my God, I walked past the empty park the other day. I'm like, the 6-year-old me screamed. I was... As a kid, I loved going outside. I loved hanging out with my friends in the park, coming home before the street lights come on. What?
Like, we have
they don't experience that no more. They on their phones. Yeah, like, they watching TikToks all day.
Like, you ever see the videos with the kids watching other kids play with toys? That used to kill me.
Oh, my little cousins do that all the time.
Oh my God,
I'm always confused.
Kill me. And I want to read off another comment. J.is.her.
Hey, Jay.
It's a tool, but people have to remember that it's not an actual place. Ain't no grass there. Literally,
hello.
It's not a real place. It's like, but like I think with all these games like Roblox and Sims and stuff like that, people really start to believe that they're in this weird situation and like so people really get sucked into it. Like
it can
I find myself ever since I started doing like Tany Talks and I'm creating content and I'm on Instagram all the time that I get sucked into it. I'm like, wait, hold on. I have to deconnect.
Right.
And realize that I'm here.
Right. And be present in the moment. Absolutely.
Right. Because I be so stuck on these videos, like and editing and who's watching and who's liking and it drives me nuts.
It's so annoying. Honestly, it really is.
I'm going into the deep end, guys. It's killing me. Like, no, for real. Like,
it's a lot.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot. People don't even know it to make content.
My brain is like so overwhelmed with the amount of information, seeing like if the numbers are going up and what's really happening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like that was kind of very interesting.
Right.
But I just want to touch up on some other things really quick. Like, how do you feel social media affects relationships?
Oh man, it depends. So
do you think it makes things complicated?
I think it depends on the two people. I think that you are able to still have real connections and still connect with your partner while having social media. Right. I just think it's how you do it. You got to get off your phone sometimes, pay your partner some attention. And it just depends on the two people. I don't think it's that deep to like delete your social media over somebody. Not to say I wouldn't if I had a man, but anyway.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? If my man told me to get off social media, I'm getting off social media. Probably not, because I got Tany Talk, so I'm kind of committed to this right now. You know
right. He
so
gonna have to understand.
Like, I don't know, my man's like, I don't know. We can't do that. We can't be making my relationship complicated. You're just gonna have to understand, like, and trust me.
Right.
And know that, I think I think I'm good at that as far as like my relationship. My relationships really don't get that complicated.
Right.
You know,
And
when
it's
it
not
comes
that
to
deep, social media, like liking stuff. I think sometimes people take it so personal. Like as an artist, I get it. You want people to share your stuff. You want people to like your stuff. But also, if people don't, that's absolutely okay. Your audience will come to you. The right people will come to you. The right people will see you when it's time.
Right.
Yeah.
So I want to take a moment just to get into her brand new song that just recently came out. It's called Compli-.
Not out yet. Almost.
Oh, it's not out?
March.
So we got the exclusive.
Yes.
So this is a song that no one has heard yet. It is called Complicated by Disney.
Yes.
Yeah.
You found the new Party 1019, New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Oh my goodness. It definitely has to do with relationships and just going through the complications of being a young adult, trying to figure it all out, but kind of not having it all figured it out and somehow expecting the guy to have it figured out. It's a lot. It's complicated.
Yeah. Life is complicated. So
it really is.
That's definitely one of those. So I wanted to thank you guys so much for tuning in to Tany Talks Live. This is the season finale, but in a few weeks we will be back for season 4. I will be posting a poll in the future. If you guys have any topic suggestion, please send me a DM, and we can make those potential topics for the very next season. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for having me, guys. See you guys next time.
Right.